Beautiful day, beautiful people. Today is December 27th. Happy Kwanzaa. Today is Kujichagulia, means self-determination. And this is our fourth week of Jumpstart Sundays. Yay! I have been determined. That self-determination. I'm going to do this and I'm going to focus on my self goals, and I want to help others do the same. So I'm grateful, very grateful today, and we can talk about a lot of that, those different principles and tools that we can use for this week ahead. I do want to go over last week. Last week we talked about having family time. We just left a holiday. It was Christmas, and we're in the holiday season. So Hanukkah, Christmas, Kwanzaa, and then of course New Year's, and all that's within like 2 weeks tops, so it's a lot going on right now, and there's a lot of different emotions, a lot of different energies, so we talked about making sure we spent time and took time to spend time with family. We talked about our heart chakra, opening up our heart chakra, like I said, about during the holidays, but not only then, all the time. Let's give love, be love, show love, and in order to do that, you must first love yourself. So find your happy place, do what you need to do to give yourself that love that you need. So what you have left over, you can give to others. I think that is so important. And the last tool that we talked about focusing on was our throat chakra, having that open, speaking life, having affirmations that you say to yourself, and then speaking your truth. If there is something that bothers you, hurts you, or you're struggling with, speak your truth. And I'm really grateful. Like I said, self-determination, me doing this for 4 weeks, but each topics that I have for each week, I'm so grateful that they all come back to me throughout the week, and it reminds me to pay attention to those things, to be, more honest with myself, to speak my truth, to myself and to others, and, to advocate for myself respectfully, and to give love and be love. And, hold myself accountable when I'm not being my best, working in my higher self, so these things that I'm learning is so beautiful, and I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for doing this, and I'm really hoping that I am helping others build up some more tools for their toolbox so that they can grow and fulfill their purpose in life, and to be their best selves and to feel their best selves. That's what life is about. Just fulfilling your purpose. What did you come here for? Why are you here? My tea ain't staying very warm out here, y'all. So we talked about last week's. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this week's tools. And being that today is Kujichagulia, I wanted us to talk about self-determination, and I think I've already talked about it. I'm going to keep my hood on, y'all. It's pretty and it feels amazing, and we have a fire going down there, but I digress. But I gotta stay warm anyways. But self-determination, you have to be self-determined, and if we can focus on certain things that we can work on, and what are some of our goals in life, and how can we be determined to fulfill those goals, to reach those goals, let's write down, hey, what's my goal for this year coming up? Let's look at some short-term goals this week. What do I want to accomplish this year? What is tangible for me to accomplish? So then I can then build onto that and do my 3-year, and then 5-year, and then 10-year. But if we can work on being determined to reach a goal. Once we get there, then you can have more goals, and then you can, be working on a couple of goals at a time, multitasking. But until we can, master one thing, we're not going to be able to add anything else. So yeah, let's just be determined to reach our goals. That's the first tool. Tool number 2, self-confidence. I noticed with myself, it's hard for me to stay determined in something if my confidence is low. If I feel like, well, who am I helping anyways, or who cares, or if I'm like, my stuff isn't good enough, look at theirs. If I'm comparing myself to others, that's just a really, really bad way to look at things. That's not a really good perspective to have on life. If you're comparing yourself to others, that kills your confidence. It really does, because we all are our own person, and we all have our own special journey. So why would I compare, like, how fast I move to someone else, or my products to somebody else's? Like, we all are here to do something. So I can support you, even though you may be doing something very similar to me. Oh well, you're gonna have whole different ingredients, and how you do it is different, and it can have a really wonderful effect. And maybe if we put both of our stuff together, it can be something really great. So I wouldn't be able to do that if I wasn't confident in myself first. You know what I'm saying? So be confident, and then you can, work on that determination. If you don't have that confidence and you're having trouble with determination, work on that self-confidence first. And like last week, I talk about self-love. You just gotta love. You must love yourself. Give yourself the best, and everyone gets what's flowing over. Have your cup overflowing at all times, as much as you can. When you feel yourself replenishing, make sure you build yourself up. Do something that's going to fill you up. I'm in nature. This fills me up. I love it. Okay. Our last tool I want to give us is self-purpose. What is your self-purpose? What do you think that you're here for? We talk about our goals. We want to reach our goals, what we're going to do within a week, but think about what your purpose is, so it'll be easier for you to get to your goals. Help it easier for you to reach it, and it can be more fulfilling, happier, more more joyful. So let's work on these things this week. Being that I'm out in the cold, and I don't know if you hear, some people are calling me. I'm going to have a short, very, very short Jumpstart Sunday this week, but I did want to get it out there. I want us to have tools for this week that we can focus on. Happy Kwanzaa, happy holidays. I love you all. Be loved, and know that you are loved. Peace.